Hello everyone, Ollie here, and Merry Christmas! I'm actually recording this on December the 25th, 2017, and it will go live today. So Merry Christmas to you all that are celebrating it, Happy Monday to everyone who isn't. Now, I actually wasn't going to put out a video today, but since I actually didn't do my diary roundup video for the end of the week, I actually decided it might be a good opportunity to do it today. So this is going to be the week 12 video here on Christmas Day in the UK. It's 11 degrees outside, there is not a snowflake in sight, but here we are. That's Christmas in the UK. At least it hasn't been raining so far. So just quickly thinking about the last week, obviously I've been at home back here in North Yorkshire in the UK. I haven't done nearly as much work as I would have liked, not would have liked to, but maybe as much as I should have been doing. But to be honest, I've taken the time to relax and kind of work on non-medic related projects and catch up with friends and just hang out with my family, really, because my younger brother, my middle brother, so I'm the eldest of three, middle brother is at uni doing astrophysics, and my younger brother is doing his A-levels now, but it won't be that long before he does disappear to uni. And just so to have everyone in one place at once is quite a nice thing to happen. I've just realised that the top of my hat is actually out of frame. There, it's definitely there, but this hat's quite rigid. Yeah, so it's just been kind of what you would expect someone to do when they go home, really. I've tried to do a little bit of live music playing. So for those of you who don't know, I play the guitar, both electric and acoustic varieties, and I don't get much of a chance to play anymore. When I was like 16, 17, we played a lot. We might be doing a gig a week or every couple of weeks, and we earned good money doing it, the band I was playing in. But since going to uni, people have dispersed, and that's a lot more difficult. But there were some jam nights on at home, so I went to one on Tuesday, so last Tuesday, at a pub called the Lettered Board in the town over from where I live, and I went to another one in the same town on Thursday, both of which were really fun. I didn't get a chance to play that much, but they're just like an open mic thing, so you get up, find some people to play with, do a set, and then get back down and let the next people up, and it's really fun. There's nothing really for me like playing live music when I get the chance. I really enjoy it. I've been able to catch up with my friends since getting home. So actually when did we go out? Saturday night. So not yesterday, but the day before. It's now Monday. The time is absolutely ripping by. We went out, we had drinks. There were loads of people there, and I think the nice thing, for those of you who haven't gone to uni yet, this is something I think is very true. Those of you who have been to uni and are looking at postgrad medicine, I think you might agree with me that even though you might not see certain friends, because you might be at uni 7-8 months in the year or whatever, and you're away from home a lot, even though there's all that distance and time in between talking to one another, when you all come together, it's like you were never apart. And I think that's for me what marks a good friendship, I think, and I'm really happy and proud to say that I have a lot of friends like that. Again, I think the big bulk of my time, or not bulk, but a lot of the time has been spent doing these interviews with you guys. So as you can probably tell from the videos recently, they've been going really well. It's really nice to have met those of you that I've spoken to. I'm sure I'll meet many more of you in the future. So I was a bit slow sending feedback out, and I'm doing the best I can with that. It just takes more time than you'd necessarily think. But yeah, the performance has been really admirable so far. You guys all seem to be way better than I was when I was applying. So basically, I think the long-term goal, or a project that I would like to set up, and this might be done over the summer, I definitely want to investigate this idea, is an online platform that connects applying medical students or prospective medical applicants with existing medical students. So this interaction that I've been able to have with you guys, and particularly with those of you that I've had the mock interviews with, everyone has said they found it really, really useful. And obviously there comes a number of people, and I think I've hit that limit, to be honest, where it becomes impractical. As I've said, I've loved doing it, and I will have these interviews with everyone that's requested them. That's not a problem, but it would be too big a task, I think, for one person to handle by themselves in the future if it were to be offered regularly. And with that in mind, I think some sort of platform that can connect medical students with prospective applicants, both for undergrad and grad level entry, for this kind of one-on-one communication, that seems to be the key thing. I mean, I don't mind committing a lot of resources, things like expanding the question bank and drafting a load of scenarios and things like that. That's not a problem, but it's just fleshing it out into something a bit bigger, and something crucially for me that is free at point of access. That's the big thing for me. I've been asking everybody what resources they've used. Virtually everyone seems to use Medify, and that's totally fine. Medify is clearly a very good resource. I didn't use it, but that feedback is really handy. But for me, any resource, or we should try to make any useful medical resource free at point of access. And obviously companies spring up around getting people into med school. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But from my position, and I would hope from the positions of other people in my position, I think it would be at least a good goal to try and make something like this platform free. Now, obviously, it's very difficult to get people to do anything for free, and at least the way I think I'm going to handle that with my website, because it does take a lot of time producing the materials that I do, and people have offered to pay, but that's completely against kind of the point for me. I might introduce a contribution system, not Patreon, but something, like a one-off. If somebody felt that the interaction that they've had with my content has been valuable, then they may contribute, but I don't ever want it to cost money at point of use, because the aim of the whole project, like this whole thing that I'm doing, is about widening participation, crucially for me, and that means that it has to be free. And I think building that nurturing community as well is a really, really good thing to target, because even in the Facebook group that we've set up, again, I'll leave a link to this group that I set up for prospective med students. The goal of that is to share useful resources, and tips and hints and things that you guys don't mind sharing with one another, but it's also about making that first contact, because it's statistically not unlikely that two people who've never met but contact through that group may actually end up in the same year at medical school together, or at the same medical school. There's not that many of them. So in general, I'm really, really happy with how the project is going and how everything's moving forward. Your engagement has been so valuable, and to be completely honest, you all seem like a really lovely community, and that's been a really big part of it too. And of course, it is Christmas. It's Christmas Day, and because my family are really wonderful people, and it's been a really big year for me, I think, making this transition through graduation and then getting to medical school, finishing my dissertation. It feels like a lot has happened, and I've received a few medic-themed gifts from my family, because I think they were really happy for me, which is super nice. And I thought, as I say, it would be fun to share some of those with you. So I've got a little pile here of the things we got, and I mean, I might as well show you this first. So what do you think of this? My brother Dom has a rather kind of bizarre sense of humour, and I have no idea where he found this, or where you would even think about going to find something like this, but it's like a plastic, it's quite heavy plastic skull, and but obviously dressed up like a surgeon, and yeah, it's going to sit on my desk and kind of haunt me, I suppose. It's really cool, actually. I really like it, but again, I was very, very surprised when I opened that one up. This second gift is, it was a t-shirt from my youngest brother, Charlie. Dom's the middle brother, Charlie's the youngest one, just doing his A-levels, so I don't know whether you can see this. It's just a t-shirt, but no sleep, no money, no life. Med student, can confirm. Well, that's not true. I feel like I have a very rich and fulfilling life, but no money and no sleep, certainly on there. Charlie also got me this, which I very much look forward to reading. Fragile Lives, a heart surgeon's stories of life and death on the operating table. So I have professed an interest in general and to my family in surgery, particularly. Something about the very intense atmosphere appeals to me. So this is Fragile Lives by Professor Stephen Westerby. I know nothing about this. Oh, here we go, the blurb. Another day at the office for me, the end of the world for them. This is cardiac surgery. So yes, I look forward to reading that. I love medical books, but like not textbooks, but like books written by doctors, because for anyone interested in medicine, I think they tend to provide a very, very good insight into the career. Obviously, the thing we all want to do, so that'll go down well. It's not medic related, but a good water bottle. My mum actually got me this better one, because the days are long, man, in med school. You need to stay hydrated. The penultimate thing that I'm going to show to you right now is this. This is a medical textbook. This is Practical and Professional Clinical Skills by Vinod Patel and John Morrissey, or at least edited by them. So it's a textbook on all of the kind of OSCEs, basically, the clinical skills that you need to know in order to perform a good OSCE. And this man, Vinod Patel, is actually the clinical skills teaching lead at the University of Warwick, so I think that's a very, very good gift. And lastly, the thing I'm going to show you, and this is kind of going to be a bit of a double-edged sword for me, this gift. So if I show you this, if I got it the right way around, so what these are some cufflinks, and I'll have a shot overlaid on screen, but they say "Trust me, I'm a doctor" on them. And the reason I say double-edged sword is that I feel like there are two outcomes from this situation now that I have these, and this was pointed out to me by a friend, which is that either everything goes well and I graduate in 3 years and I'm able to wear the "Trust me, I'm a doctor" cufflinks. The other outcome is that I fail, and they are then stuck with me for the rest of my life as a reminder that I fail. But I guess that just has to propel me to work really hard and not fail, so that eventually I can wear these cufflinks, which are very beautiful. And I got some other really lovely gifts as well, like this tartan scarf here. I wear scarves a lot, and of course enough chocolate to give me diabetes as well. So I'm just looking at my clock. It's 10 to 5 right now. We had a lovely morning. We went out with the dog. We go to Dalby Forest, which is very near where I live, the Great Yorkshire Forest. We went out for a dog walk this morning, and we do this particular loop on Christmas Day, which currently takes you past a statue of the Gruffalo from the kids' book, if you're aware of it, a big kind of bear monster looking thing. But there are some really nice wooden carvings of the characters. And yeah, we're just taking it easy today. I think I am going to do a bit of uni work tonight. Just an hour, just to keep things ticking over. And I'm actually really excited for the Doctor Who Christmas special. I have not really been a fan of Doctor Who since David Tennant stopped doing it, really. I really like Christopher Eccleston and David Tennant. I kind of lost interest a bit after that. But this is the Christmas special, and I think this is when it's supposed to transition into Jodie Whittaker playing the Doctor. A female Doctor Who is something... I think that's a great move. I'm going to start watching this series because that's different. I think it'll be fantastic, and I'm really looking forward. We're all going to sit down in the living room and watch it together. And guys, that is where I'm going to wrap up this video, I think. So thank you very much for watching all the videos I put out. I've got a few in the works right now, which you'll see soon. I'm really excited about one of them, but spoilers on the Doctor Who theme. And I just want to kind of recap and say that when I started doing the blog and this channel, like I've done YouTube before, but this particular channel is a lot more personal, and I didn't really know how it was going to go. But actually, it's been really, really nice. The level of engagement and just the type of person that seems to watch and enjoy the content, it's been way better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. And obviously that's down to you guys. So that's it for now. That's the end of this diary video. Thank you again, and I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas, and I will see you next weekend. Bye bye.